Okay, so before anybody gets their panties in a bunch, I just want to kind of tell y'all exactly kind of how I believe a little bit, so there's no misunderstandings. So, sorry. Okay. Um. Okay, so I believe in God, the creator of all everything, right? So, how I believe, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you have crystals, or you worship this and you worship that. Oh, you do witchcraft." Guess what? I've never been a witch. I've never done Satanism. I've just been severely attacked my entire life. That I started fighting back, and I started looking at the side effects and of no, not side effects, symptoms of what I was going through. So I started looking it up. And that's how I discovered so much about magic and witchcraft and rituals and, stuff that people be doing to me, and how to combat it in the spirit world, like through God. So, because how else are you supposed to figure out what spirits to fight off? How are you supposed to figure out what to do? Because God, He works in mysterious ways, right? So He'll tell you different things, different times. And you could come up against the same giant or a different giant, similar situation, and He wants you to do something completely different. Like that's how me and God work. So, like the way my experience with God, let's put this down first and foremost, okay? So I love science. I love history. I love learning about other cultures and how they do things because it's what makes them unique. It's what makes them who they are. So I like to research and I love to see how people's minds think. I love to get to know people and see what actually caused the trauma, why they act the way that they do, because, there is a cure for everything. And if you don't know the full story and people are not being fully authentic, then, you could get a misconception and you could give them the wrong medicine, or you could tell them the wrong thing that might actually be towards helping them, Like if you don't know what the problem is, how the hell are you supposed to fix it? Right? So, but how I worship God is let's see. Like me and God are consistently always in alignment. Always. Now, I may fuck up sometimes. I do. I'm human, but who on this planet is it? And if you are not, like anyway, let's see. Okay, so the way that I connect with God is through everything. It's through the atoms. It's that make up everything. Everything is created a solid, liquid, or a mass, or hold on, or air, or spirit, right? So everything's made up of these things. It's scientifically proven, right? So, in all of these different elements and all of these different, let's see, all the different elements, all the different things, physical things, they all vibrate at a certain frequency, right? To make them be what they are. So, and that's where energy comes in. So, energy is a real thing, whether it's good or bad. I don't mean everybody perceives it differently, but it is something that God created, and I love it. I love energy. I do. I absolutely love energy and the motion of things. And I'm a little bit of a nerd. I really am. But it's just people are like, "Oh, but you have crystals." Well, guess what? That is something that God actually created. I actually like raw crystals myself because it's the closest thing to an actual creation of God that you can hold. I love feathers. I love animals, and I love the air. I love, sometimes you can hear whispers on the air from miles away. I love elements. I love um, all of the different things that can make you who you are. Like, even when it comes to people, I love all of the things about them, genuinely, authentically. Anything that is fake, I see through it. I do. And it's just a lot of people are fake and a lot of people put on a mask. And and it's just like I try to help people be their more authentic selves so they can find who they truly are. So they can do great works with what they are really good at, what they were sent here by God to do, right? So, I mean, if you're gonna sit here and try to say something about people having crystals or stuff like that, okay, so we're gonna break this down a little bit. Okay, so everything is made up of elements, right? Right? It is. So I'm just letting you know. So every element has a certain things that you like, certain elements that you put together create certain reactions, right? So if something is not gonna be, some things are explosive when they're put together. Some things can cause a reaction that are violent. Some things go together effortlessly, but some of the things that go together, like some things were never meant to be together. I guess you could consider that as people too, relationships. Some things are just very reactive together. They're not supposed to be around each other. They're not supposed, but people do it anyway, right? Because that's what they want at the moment. But, and then there's some things that just magnetize together. So, if stuff isn't supposed to be together, they're going to repel, right? So let's use this for an example. If they're in a relationship and they're always fighting and they're always arguing and they never can agree on anything, that's probably a relationship that shouldn't have never been. Just saying. It's like you trying to play God in your own life instead of listening to God, because that means you're unevenly yoked, which, yeah, that's cool and stuff.